YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome back to the channel. So I am back with another video. Now this video is unfortunate, but I just wanted to share it. It's a short clip. It's not something that I think anybody should be proud of. But before we get into the video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you like the content, share and like the video, and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. Let me just play this little clip for you, and please chime in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Here we go.
Baby. The baby. The baby. The baby.
They give you the Bacardi.
Ready to say the mother. Ready to beat the mother. Baby.
You sound like
Alright, so that was just a short clip of this young woman who clearly was at the deletion clinic, I'll say. And she's basically, I don't know, seems like in a good mood from what I see. And, basically they're recording and it's all a joke and it's fun and games and all of this kind of stuff. But, I've come across several videos like this and it's unfortunate, you know what I mean? And it's always us, our people who are the ones who are exploring this or I don't know what you would call this, is putting it on Front Street. We talk about women and the woman and the man dynamic, women and men working together and all of these things and relationships and things of that nature. But the common thing that we always see amongst women is them having certain expectations from men. They have certain expectations from them. They always talk about what they require from a man. And it's usually something really like major. You know what I mean? I would call it superficial, or I would call them delusional, and I would call it unrealistic and all of that. But something more in their minds. It's something more that they always expect from men. But when we ask the question, what should men expect from you? It's crickets. And it's the same basic things over and over and over. And to me, that has a lot to do with the mentality of a person. I say this all the time. You have to get your mental right. And what we're starting to see, or what is starting to be exposed, is the mentality of a lot of women. See, the narrative has already been set for men. Everybody, most women want to believe a certain thing about men, and they do. Even though all of it's not true, and it doesn't relate to all black men. Let's say black men. When I'm saying men, I mean black men. Because this is who they're pointing to. It's not any other race of man, it's just black men. And it's always a negative mentality when it comes to black men, but when it comes to black women, it's never that. Even though we see a lot of things that they do that could be considered negative and could yield them in a bad light. But it's never the focus on that. When it comes to black women, it's never really focused on, or nobody really wants to dig deep about it and really get to the real core of the issues that a lot of black women are having. Because to me, when you decide to, do something like this, to lead a child, I think it's a much deeper issue. It's not just, it could point to many factors. It could point to an array of things that could be going on in that person's life to make them want to do something like that. First thing that comes to the top of my head is not being responsible, being irresponsible. It's number one. And we always talk about men need to have discipline, men need to be responsible for what they do. Well, that goes both ways. When it comes to a woman, you would think that the ultimate responsibility would be on her, because once again, it's her body. So it's almost as if it's always flipped around and turned on the men when it's your body. You make the final call on what you decide to do with your body. So when it comes to relationships, men who you give your body to, that's all on you, the woman, because it's your choice. You say yay or nay as to what you want to do with your body. And I think, once again, to delete a child, that's your choice. That's, you make that choice, your body, your choice. But when men make certain choices in life, somehow theirs are being critiqued and belittled and put down. But when a woman makes such a serious decision like this, because I don't take it lightly, and I think a lot of these women do these things in such a willy-nilly way, it's not even looked at as something important. It's like, oh, we just gonna go take this life of this child, no big deal, because we were irresponsible or reckless, we had one too many drinks, we did too much. And so I'm not gonna bear the responsibility of raising a child. I know this person doesn't want to do it either, so I'm just gonna go get rid of it until next time. Not get rid of it in a way that you are sad because you were irresponsible and you made some horrible choices, and this is something you don't want to do, but unfortunately you put yourself in that position. No remorse or no sadness behind your choice, because you know that either way it's going to be detrimental. If you keep it, it's going to be a detriment. If you get rid of it, it's a detriment, and it's something that you're going to have to live with the rest of your life. But it doesn't seem like these young women look at it like that. It's like, oh, it's just another day, another deletion. This just shows you the mentality of a lot of women. Hey, no problem. You can record yourself going to delete a baby, and not too many people are going to push back and say too much, because that's your right and you're empowered to do it. And it is what it is. And so you learn nothing from your mistakes. Your mistakes just become willful acts, and it becomes something of the norm to you. So this is why when you tell any black woman anything, there's always pushback, because they don't believe what you're saying, because they don't want any type of correcting, or they don't want any type of advice that's going to hold them accountable. Anything that's going to go against what they already believe is right within their own mind. Even though it's not yielding them the positive results that they would like, they still are free and empowered to just do whatever. And nobody could check them. Nobody could tell you nothing. You just keep on making the same mistakes over and over and over and over again. And if I'm not mistaken, I just saw an article or something about women who are using some type of medicine for birth control, and they're doing things to I mean, it's just a lot going on. And I just think that, once again, when you look at how this stuff plays out and how other people just kind of turn a blind eye to it, it shows you the delusional aspect of a lot of women and the mentality of a lot of women, that it's not conducive to them having healthy relationships with anybody. The only people they could have what they think is healthy relationships is with the people who think like them, people who actually agree to what they do, and there's never any pushback or anything, like no logical reasoning when it comes to them. And that's the people that are in their corner. But anytime you try to say something that may make a little bit of sense and may change their mentality and make them go in a different direction, they don't want to hear it. Even though they know that might be the right thing to do, they don't want to hear it. And so, I just think it's unfortunate that a lot of these women are deleting these babies. I don't know. I'm not for it. I'm not for deleting children, even though, hey, if it's whatever your circumstances are and your choices, that's your business. I don't really, I don't get to delve too much into other people's choices, because it's your life. You got to do what's right for you. But I just don't think it's something to be glorified. I don't think we should be posting about it. If anything, if you really think about what you're doing, maybe you might think twice about doing it, or think twice about going out having unprotected sex, or being irresponsible with your body, and maybe finding ways to protect yourself from this so you don't have to be in that position in the first place. But I just think it's unfortunate, seeing this, and it's unfortunate. It really is. I really wish I could just Thanos snap and change the mentality of a lot of these broken women, and really just get us together where the community is thriving and we have families thriving and doing the right things, and we're all thriving and growing together. It would be a beautiful thing to see, but unfortunately that is not what's happening. And it's unfortunate, but it's just the reality in which we live in. I'm not delusional to it or anything, or oblivious. I know exactly what's out here, but it's just sad to kind of see us go down this rabbit hole of this toxicity, and it doesn't seem to be changing anytime soon. So what do you guys think about this? Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. I want to hear what you have to say. Comment, like, subscribe. Y'all know what it is, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.